Baron all the way back here. So as I'm recalling, I'm like, hey guys, let's not siege more. Let's not chase more. Danger ping, danger ping, danger ping. Let's go for the Baron. And when you give your teammates a good option instead of inting, they'll often take the good option. But if you don't give them a good option and you just tell them to stop inting, then they're not going to stop inting. They're going to kill themselves. You have to present them with a different option. Right now, the best option in their head is go mid lane and fight. Or sorry, go bot lane and just fight. Just fight it off. And they don't really see any other options. And then if you danger ping them, to them it's like a personal attack. It's like, bro, like I'm gonna do what I want to do. Like this is good for the game. Like I feel strong. Like the Diana's dead. Like we can siege. We're good. They're not thinking too clearly. But if you just tell them like, hey man, be careful. You have another choice. You can do the Baron or you can do the Dragon. Then it gets them thinking for themselves. Oh, okay. Well, I want to make the choice myself, and now I know there's a Baron up, and now I'm not tunneling on this bot play. You know what? He's right. I could probably go do the Baron now. So then they'll recall, and then because one person recalls, the next person recalls, the next person recalls. So every league player wants to make their own decisions and wants to be their own hero, wants to be their own like they have a lot of ego attached to their gameplay. So if you just tell them no without presenting them an alternative, they're not going to listen to you. Okay, at the same time, funny, it's league players also have a very like big hive mind where it's like I'm a sheep. So if I see two of my teammates next to me going forward and I see one guy recalling, I think the one guy recalling is stupid. But the moment you get one person on your side that agrees with the recall for the Baron, the other two likely follow. Cool? Makes sense on how to actually communicate with them to go for this Baron.
Yeah. Just start sending some retreat pings after I'm leaving.
Send some retreat pings, but on the way ping to the Baron. Like you need to assist ping on the way ping the Baron, danger ping them afterwards. Tell them what to do, then danger ping them.
Okay.
And then like the last thing is, in order for you to confidently do that and tell them like we should go to the Baron, you need to figure that out for yourself first, which is why you need to be focusing on how to read the map as a whole while you're playing the game. It's your job as the league player who's the smartest on the Rift to direct your teammates on where to go. It doesn't matter what role you're playing. I've been playing ADC recently. I'm playing like Master GM games, and I have to direct my teammates. I'm playing ADC, but no one else is going to do it. My junglers won't do it. Most players aren't going to do it. They are too passive. They're not smart enough. Something's wrong with them. I don't know. The only person going to do it is you. So you have to take the mantle here, and you just have to carry everyone, do all the heavy lifting, and tell them come to the Baron so this game doesn't get all disturbing, and they actually end up getting the Baron. That's disturbing in this game. Okay, they end up, I don't know, like overextending onto Jin. I see, and then they go too far forward. He dies, Diana dies, and they join the fight. Okay, so right now, here's a big flaw in your mid game. Here's a big flaw in your in the mid game. Okay, right now your teammates are fighting mid lane, and you end up going to a blue buff. And let me ask you, what does this blue buff do for us?
Some gold, but I guess not much.
Some gold. You get the buff. EXP. And what does gold, EXP, and the buff do for us? We're not going to recall anytime soon. We're not really, like, going to need the blue buff for playing Mundo. Even if we needed a blue buff, we'd just recalled, so we'd be out of map with full mana. Okay, pretty much this is what we call defaulting to camps without assessing the map. Right now, what do all your teammates want to do?
Fighting mid.
They want to fight, yeah. Okay, and even if they don't want to fight mid, what do we want to do as a team, as a whole, as a collective?
Try to press our advantage and fight.
Fight something, yeah. Go top lane, push the top wave. Go bot lane, push the bot wave. Point is, you should not be anywhere near your camps. You should be fighting mid lane, pushing top wave, pushing bot wave. These camps don't do anything for you. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah.
The reason why we farm camps to get gold and EXP. Why do we want gold? It's like very fundamental level. Why is what do we do with gold?
Like, and it just convert it into stats and items, you know?
Yeah, and you have your items. That's the thing, right? When I don't have my items, I'm thirsting for camps. I'm thirsting for gold. I'm thirsting for resources. When I do have my items, it's time to use those to fight the enemies. It's a resource
I'll
game
be honest.
and a fighting game at the end of the day. Yeah, what's up?
I said I'll be honest, when I'm playing Mundo, I really like to get the next item, which is gives you like the big auto attack reset because then you start smacking. But maybe that's a bad idea. The Titanic Hydra.
Yeah, the Titanic. So that's like a stylistic thing, which is like, okay, so we want to get to 4 items, and then we want to start playing the game and progressing the game. Think about how bad that feels for your teammates who right now also have 3 items while the enemies have 2. Or your Wukong has 4 items right now, he wants to fight, and like my jungler is just farming his camps. Why? Well, I want to play for my 4th item. The question is like, okay, so what does that 4th item do for us? Well, it makes me hit harder in the fights. Well, why do you hit harder in the fights? I hit hard. Your 3 carries on your team will hit hard. You still hit hard, even though you don't have your Titanic. The argument behind buying Titanic is so we can win the next fight. But if you already win the fight and they need you, then be part of the fight. Right now, your teammates actually have a chance of losing the fight because you're not there. Does that break down why that logic of like, oh, I want to play for Titanic is not the greatest?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know if it makes a lot of logical sense other than like, you know, the dopamine when you get a big Mundo
The
auto
dopamine.
reset.
Yeah, no, quite literally, you're playing dopamine simulator. Um, yeah. Um, it's
Because
LP or
like
dope.
in low elo games, like I feel like Mundo is almost when you get enough items, he's like he just becomes himself a carry.
Yeah.
Maybe that's I'm playing him the wrong way to actually climb.
Not necessarily. I think I think any bruiser champion, any champion with a lot of items has the potential to carry. Like fuck, even a support can carry. As long as they have items, right? Like put like a Pantheon support, give them 5 items, they're gonna fucking be strong. Give Senna 5 items, Senna support, like she's gonna be strong. So it just depends on like the item account amount really. And then your champion is good by itself. But the problem is not like the problem is you are not really assessing like what the map needs. You're assessing your needs, which is good. But what the map needs so we can win the game, because the goal, like you don't win the game when you get 4 items, or 5 items, 6 items. It's not a farming sim where the game is completed when you get items. You win the game when you break their damn nexus. The faster you break their nexus, the better. Okay. The problem with the way you're playing, the problem with what you're just told me, is if I stall the game out 10 minutes from now, you're gonna be strong, sure. But now that means the entire enemy team also has 10 minutes to stall the game out too, and they're gonna be strong. So why not fight now when we're really strong and they're weak, versus later when like we could be extra strong, but they're also gonna be strong now. That's the catch. It's like fight now while they're weak and you're strong, or fight later when you're extra strong but they're also strong. It's a harder fight later.
Yeah.
It's a different story if you're the team you're the team that's behind. If you're the team that's like not winning in this position, then oh yeah, just keep farming. That's all you can do. But in this case, you guys are the ones far ahead, and your teammates literally win like pretty much a 4v5, and that's what I don't like. So you're not even part of this play. Yo, what up, everyone from
Also,
you?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna mention that I have the game that like is a tough L
Sure, you can send that
uploaded,
over.
but it's replay. Okay. Let me see. There we go.
Welcome YouTube chat. What's up, guys? Finally got it set up. So, okay, cool. Let's take a look at this. Hard game. It's a loss. Runes look good. Approach, magical, attack speed, health. Okay, looking good. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna like while we just watch the jungle clear because it's jungle clear, I'm gonna speed it up. We don't need to watch that. Nice cues. Aggroing the next camp. Don't see everyone do this. What elo is this, guys? If I'm ever coaching, the elo is always above my head.
I ended last season Emerald 4, but like I'm platinum right now. I just started playing again.
Yeah.
This season.
Okay. Let me ask you, when is Mundo strongest? If you were to give me, so the Mundo player, if you were to give me I'm a noob. Hey, when am I strongest on Mundo?
Probably like, I mean, at least after 11, kind of like late middle game, early end game.
Okay. So am I an early game champ or a mid game, late game champ?
Mid game, late game, early game. I feel very weak.
Okay. Now I just watched you do this twice, where you're fighting hardcore all inning. I watch you do that the first game, and I watch you do that this game. Real quick, I'm gonna watch this game real quick after you full clear, and I'm gonna watch and see what you do in this game here.
Oh, you
Uh,
already missed a death though.
In this game here, we. What the
The
hell?
weirdest invade I've ever seen in my life. I don't even know what this dude's doing, but it worked. Like I don't even know what's going on.
All right, we'll ignore this, but I do sort of just like want to emphasize that you told me Mundo is not a strong early game champion, and then look at how you're playing right here. That's what I'm worried about. Okay, and then even after you kill a Taric, instead of backing down here and being like a little relaxed, you're going in like wanting desperately to kill a Taric. And it actually I just realized your balling already won 2-for-0. Your mid laner died. Right now, like your balling has no control. They're catching a wave, and they come to fight with you anyway. It's just not an easy fight overall. You're playing Mundo, and then your Nyla, Nami are also kind of like, even though they're strong, like Samira's a stronger champion in general than Nami or than Nyla, and then the Taric Nami matchup, like Taric's also going to be a little stronger. So like you're pretty much opting into a fight that's hard. If you're playing Echo and Echo is countering a play, Echo is very happy. Echo is actually not that weak when he's countering a play. So you actually played into all of their perfect cards, making this really hard. Be careful with the amount of things you're looking to do in the early game on Mundo. Continue our full clear. Hitting this Drake. Okay. Enemy Echo is ganking ball lane. You end up winning. Okay, this is very risky, very dangerous. What I will say here is right now, you have perfect conditions to this dragon. You on the way pinged one time. You all in pinged one more time. You didn't danger ping your bot lane. You didn't spam assist ping it. You only pinged twice. And you didn't communicate to your bot lane that they should be careful. What I would do in this position to make sure my bot lane doesn't try to kill themselves is not just naturally danger ping. I would click on the Samira and click on the Taric and back ping them. So it says in chat, like, Mundo is signaling to be careful, to back away from Samira and Taric. And then I'd assist ping the dragon. And on the way ping the dragon. I'd assist ping my Corki and my Nami. So those are the three pieces of information I'm trying to communicate. Get the fuck away from Samira Taric. Come at me on this dragon. I need Corki and Nami.
Yeah, like I see Echo show up here, but she doesn't path towards me, so I'm just figuring I can try to rush it before she gets there, because it's like I've already done basically half the HP of the dragon when she shows on my minimap.
Okay, so right, so Echo goes bot lane and like all of this shenanigans happens. But you see the problem and you see how pinging can help and fix this, right? Like this picture should
Yeah,
never
yeah.
be possible. So yeah, so I ended up seeing you finishing this dragon, but like let's say this Echo comes straight to the dragon to check and investigate. Well, let's say the Taric just has a random ward here. Now you're in a bit of a pickle. It's a little more annoying, at least. If Echo's here when the dragon, like, I'm watching you and you're doing the dragon, or Echo comes, I don't know, 3 seconds earlier, then you're gonna have a hard time on this Drake. It gives Echo a better chance of stealing the dragon. Okay, and ultimately, if your teammates don't listen to you and they don't want to come up on this Drake, even when you ping correctly, because you did not ping correctly, then you don't do this dragon. So don't pull it, just recall. Maybe look for a top play. Maybe look for a mid play. Maybe spend your gold and then look for something else on the map. Go sit in bot push. Go counter gank bot lane. You have a lot of options. Okay, not just do the dragon. In this case, it's not very free because you didn't communicate with your teammates. So again, look at how late you communicated. Assisting on the Drake. Right here, it's way too late. You've already pulled the dragon. You've already, like, Baldwin's already engaged in a fight. You pinged twice earlier. I needed to see you ping 4 times earlier, 5 times earlier. Again, 3 things you need to communicate. What you want to do, who you need, and the danger for what the people are doing that you need. What you want to do, who you need for it, the danger. Okay, so we ult away. Echo's trying to fight a bit. Okay. You do this so often, and this needs to stop. You told me Mundo's an early game, not an early game champion, and you're taking a lot of early game skirmishes that you look happy to take. Right now, when I see this and I get this dragon and I'm happy, instead of trying to fight here, save my Nami, run away, and instead of fighting, I'm leaving. I'm out. Everyone is out here, actually. Yasuo will leave, I will leave, Nami will leave, I can go back and farm my camps. But you fight. It's very bad. Here you are trying to chuck Q's out, trying to auto E this guy, save your teammates. You end up getting yourself killed again. So when I played Mundo, I did the same thing. It's very easy on this champion to get fucked over by looking for play after play after play after play. So not only is Mundo a mid-late game champion, you told me how strong he is in combat. As a jungler, why does he excel? Why is he a good jungler? Why does he work?
He farms really fast.
Boom. Look at what's been happening the last 3 deaths, every single sequence. You're not even farming, bruh.
Yeah, this was a bad game, I ain't gonna lie.
Right?
I had
But
to take a break after these.
yeah. I mean, but you need to understand that all the plays you decided to make looked good at the start and ended up really bad. And it in this scenario, you got punished. In another scenario, you might get rewarded. And that's what's difficult about League, is you feel like you're making good plays sometimes, you feel like making bad plays sometimes. Thing is, if you consistently play like this, the games will always be pretty coin flippy, is what I'll call it. There's no structure and you're not playing to your strength. What if the Echo didn't show up here? And what if that cleaver landed on Trundle? Then you'd probably kill Trundle. What if the what if this fight level 1, what if your Nyla played it a little better? Or what if the Taric played it a little worse? What if your Nami was a little bit faster? Then you'd win this, you'd win the 3v3, and let's say you get 3-4-0, and now the game is just won for you. So you can sort of see how in League, getting better at the game can be very confusing sometimes, because sometimes you'll win really weird positions, sometimes you'll lose really weird positions. It doesn't matter what sort of like position you're in, it can be good or bad at any circumstance. And that's what's kind of difficult about getting better at League. Okay, so what you need to do is assess your champion and assess your strengths and assess what makes a good Mundo game. What makes a good Mundo game, like you mentioned, is getting to your items and farming efficiently. And that's replicable every single game. So my goal right here should not be the fight. Goal should be get this crab, and then recall, and then restart my camps. And then the same thing on your second death. My goal should be get my damn camps, and then respawning, not fight. But you opted into a fight that could have been winning, right? That's what you should understand, is that, like, You will never stop playing like this until you fully grasp that sometimes these plays work and it looks so good that you're going to want to start doing it more and more and more and do it again. And then sometimes the plays you make are going to go awfully. So you need to have control over yourself. Make sense? Cool. We farmed a little bit. We cleared our bot camps, went to our top side. This Shreno's whacking us down. We had to take our ulti, and then again, you're kind of like going in and fighting this guy here, and it's like it's never ending with the amount of like action we want. You go back in, you have to blow flash. You have an early dragon. You should be happy. You got one grub. You denied a grub from them. You should be happy, but you just seems like you're never happy with any of the circumstances you're in. Over and over and over again, my friend. Look, right here. You kill this GP. What do I want you to do after you kill this guy?
Run away, go to golems.
Go get mid wave, go to golems. Raptors are respawning. You could look to invade his camps. Like, there's so many options. But instead, we're fighting.
Yeah, I honestly didn't even see Tarek like rotate down at all.
Doesn't matter. I
just
don't care about the Tarek. I care about the Echo you're trying to kill, and you're just bashing your head at this Echo. Echo has ultimate. Echo might has flash. I need you to stop fighting. Right? It's not a Tarek thing. It's you are opting into a fight, and when you opt into fights, enemy people can give backup. The enemies can give backup whenever. And again, let's say you take this fight, you play this exact same scenario, and Tarek decides to not show up here. You'll win this fight, and you'll look at this and you'll be like, that was a good play. And then you'll do it the next game, and then the next game it's a bad play, and you're like, what the fuck? Why? Oh, it's because Tarek showed up. Damn it. You're not understanding the root problem though. The root problem here is over and over and over again, you just keep fucking fighting shit without playing to your strengths. The best fights that you're ever going to take in League of Legends are the fights that no matter how many people show up on the enemy team, I'll fucking win. And those are the fights that I take, where it's like, bro, you can show 5 people here to take me on, and I'll still probably win the fight. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. It's a coin flip every time if I'm not just consistently sticking to kind of a rubric of how I play the champion.
Right? Okay, and then there's a point in time where you do want to fight hard. Level 11, you told me. 2 items. So when you get those 2 items, you fight hard. And then you take the 1v5. And that's when you go crazy. Stole your camp. They're a little deep. It's fine. Kill them, good. If they're that deep into your jungle and they want to fight into you, you very likely can win the fight. So I'm happy to take that. Red buff, Krugs, Raptors. I hope I don't see you try to force anything too much here. He is forcing on you. Okay. No ulti. Again, our items. This one's like, I mean, a map awareness can help here. GP is coming. But in general, take your small win. The small win is Echo's here. He's getting chunked. He's half HP. Instead of chasing, relax. Go back and farm your camps. Like, quite literally, you need to have way more discipline on your champion and stop chasing. Stop fighting. Take your small win. Now that Echo is this HP, he cannot help his teammates. So he's not going to be able to gank mid, gank bot lane, or top lane because he showed bot lane. So even if you don't kill this guy here, the game is really good. It's in your favor. I know this play looks so good for us. This guy is 25% HP. My Q is coming up. I feel so good. Let's play. You miss your Q, he lands this, and he's fighting you, and he wants to fight. And that's where you should realize, oh fuck, if this guy wants to fight me this badly, something must be going wrong. You just need to have way more caution because your champion's stronger later. Now, let's say you're playing Lee Sin, let's say you're playing Rek'Sai, let's say you're playing a Bruiser in the early game where you actually want to take early game fights, you want to win those. That's where things are very different. You're playing Mundo. Okay. Again, fighting. Gets your second item, man. You are like literally like right now in this game, you're like 6 CS per minute, 6.5. Last season, this amount of CS would be around 5 CS per minute. That's not good, bro. Look at your stats here. Actually, your average 7.5, which is good. That's great. That's what you're supposed to be doing on Mundo. You're supposed to be farming efficiently. That's good. We want to keep this up. How do we keep this up? We need to farm our damn camps. Look at this game. You ended 5.7. And again, so CS is actually inflated by 1. Okay, because the game starts earlier. CS is inflated by about 1. That means this game you had 4.7 CS per minute. And that means on average, you actually have like 6.5 CS per minute. Or per, sorry, 6, you average, yeah, 6.5 CS per minute in the game. That's not good on Mundo. What should your goal be on Mundo?
I don't know, like something like 8.
There you go.
I know.
Yeah, it's 8. It's around 8. You have a lot more room to improve on that.
And you're saying like actual look at op.gg, it should be 9 because it's like basically bullshit that it's
Yeah, bring your score down by 1 always.
okay.
At least 0.5 because the camps spawn 35 seconds earlier. So everything is like accelerated. Waves spawn that much earlier. So if you're a laner and you're like, ooh, I'm farming very well. Well, no, you're not. The game just started earlier. You started farming waves 30 seconds earlier. So again, I would minus at least 0.5. You want to be hard on yourself, minus like 1.
Okay.
Might be closer to 0.5, 0.75. I don't know the exact math on that.
I think at this point in the game, I just have like PTSD from them getting a lot of help, so I'm kind of avoiding where I see them and trying to get stuff where they're not.
The funny part is that's what Mundo is supposed to be doing at all points in the game.
Okay.
That's called playing Mundo. So your Riven ends up clutching up here, you end up winning the fight, ends up being good again. And it's not the end of the world because we're looking for the Echo shutdown, but it's the same root problem here, where it's like in this case it goes good. Ooh, we should take more fights. I will say though, you have your 2 items now, so this is a much better opportunity to fight. So I'm not as worried about a fight like this because now it's like we actually do want to fight. Okay. Not really worried about the team fight itself. You did your Mundo thing, tap alt, showed up.
You're telling me you don't gotta be a mechanical god to play Mundo?
Nope, and you did good. So. All right, recall, seriously, great. Now we're strong. Now we can work. Now we can fight. Now I'm way more willing to fight, except there's one catch here. What's the catch when I'm fighting this here? What makes us weak? We have 3 items, but there's something that makes us weak here.
Are 2 and 7 Yasuo?
No, it's literally just you. It's you that's weak here. Why?
I don't know.
Okay, we have 3 items. Level 14. We are like doing good. But you have
Oh,
no
sorry. Now my ultimate's down. I see it. I wasn't looking lower left.
your ultimate's down
I
here.
think I waited it out, but yeah.
I mean, in the fight itself, you should just be a little less confident to have an extended trade. So like here, like we should be a little more concerned about going in. Look at how deep you are into the fights when like everyone shows up. So they're showing up here and you're still staying, you're still staying, you're still staying. And look, you back click and you're out and you go back in. Look at how close you are to them. I don't like. You're dead. Okay, now they can't end, which is good. They get the next dragon. It's fine. Nice kill. Get to be careful of Echo. Okay, let's slow this down from here on.
I feel like I played this one pretty badly.
Okay. We have 3 items. We have the ultimate though. The GP is dead. Okay. So let's talk about a concept on the objective when the enemies are coming to fight us on an objective. We always turn that into a fight. It's a rule. Enemies are going to fight us on the objective. We always turn that into a fight, especially when their jungler is alive and they can steal. Look at the position you are in and ask yourself, can I fight while being in this position? Where you are in the pit. Can I fight them if they come?
Uh, Not quickly. And then Trundle throws an E. That's pretty good. That makes me have to walk all the way around. That kind of fucked me.
The Trundle Z is great, and that really fucked you. But right now, let's say this is not a Trundle, this is a set. Look at where he is on the map. He is
Yeah,
already next to your freaking backline. He's next to Nami. So look at where you are on the map in the fight. You're up here in the corner, and Trundle's down here. Even if Trundle didn't have a pillar here, you're screwing your teammates by your position. Does that make sense? So if I want to queue here, just stand here. Queue this way.
Yep.
Okay, so the positioning is bad to begin with.
Yeah, I literally clicked into the pillar like 8 times.
Yeah, the pillar's rough, but again, like you can avoid all those circumstances by just following good fundamentals. Fight them first. Should be your goal. Okay, and then you disrespect your HP bar again. The one person that's God on the enemy team, well, they're all getting really strong. The one person that's objectively really, really fed right now in this position is their Echo. And the Echo is literally dying to the Riven right now. If you do not help the Riven, is Echo ever going to live? Like, that's a bad question. I said that's wrong. If you leave Echo and Riven alone, will Echo die in this position?
Um, I can't see if she has all, but like maybe. I don't know. She does a lot of damage.
Okay, so Echo does have R here, right? You can see the
Yeah,
little
so she
indicator.
probably wins.
Okay, so Riven wins, right? Okay. Let's say
Well,
Riven,
I think
like,
Echo wins, but maybe that's wrong.
oh, you think Echo wins here? Look at this
But with
position.
their all, like if she actually hits it, like
Okay, so look at Echo. Look at Echo. Echo just used W. Echo just Q'd, and Echo just E'd. Echo has no spells. How does he win? How does he win the fight with no spells here?
uh I guess he doesn't. But yeah. In real
Yeah.
time, I'm honestly thinking that he probably lives. Like I'm just full disclosure. Like my brain right now is going. I gotta just full send it so my team can clean up, and like whatever damage or slows I get on the people is probably good.
Okay. So when we're in the fight, we have to take everything by the literal spells they're using, by the literal conditions they're using. Echo has no Q, W, or E, and you need to be very aware of that. You have no ultimate, you have no W. You're not going to survive. It's very important that you survive so you can smite the damn Baron. Jungle role is the worst role to die in the mid late game, past 20 minutes, because if you're dead, you can't do the Baron. And if the enemy jungler is dead, then it's a free Baron. So do not die is your goal. It's your number one goal. Do not die. Okay, so yeah, I get what you mean. Like, try to be useful, try to help. Okay, but can you do that safely? The answer is like, yeah, just Q from like a very far, far, far range. That's your answer. You don't have much HP. Like you have 2k HP, which is actually just not a lot here, considering how much damage Echo and Samira can do. So here right now, what I'm seeing you do is you're just walking and trailing the Echo ultimate. So you're worried about Riven dying to Echo. What about you, bro? You play this game
Hey,
with no fear of your life. I need you to start fearing your life, man. What were you gonna say? You're gonna say something?
no, nothing important.
Okay. Yeah, jungle is the most important role to stay alive. The most, by far. Okay, you die, and then Riven ends up dying to the Death Dance. Is what it is. Your entire team gets wiped by the Echo. That's fine. Everyone overchased. Because everyone's dead, they're gonna get the Baron. Nice pick on the Samira. Echo ends up face checking, which is cool. Nice, you walked out of it this time. Run this guy down. Okay. You have an ulti, so you have to be careful. This is good. You're close to your Titanic. This is soul point. Look at where your teammates are. Look at where you are. You lose half your HP bar. And you took, like, yeah, I mean, you actually got half of Echo's HP bar off too. But in all honesty, like, this is a very dangerous position for you. Like, if more people were prepared to fuck you up here, you could die. The GP could slow you here. Like if GP is not sitting in the bot bush and GP is actually in this bush, or pressuring you here, like Trundle is a little faster, Flash Pillar, how do you live? Your entire
Yeah,
team is below you, right? You can't be here right now. This is a big throw. Now you start
I
to fight
think
with
this
half
is
HP.
actually where we lose the game right here.
Yeah, it's a team fight. This is the team fight where it's like we have 3.5 items, like we better just have the best fight we possibly can. Okay, Echo goes in, you lose your shield, you ulti early, okay. Tarek R. Now the fight itself is a little rough. Yeah, it is what it is. And that's what I mean by like there's not much you could do on a champion like Mundo in an actual team fight. You're just a ball of meat most cases. And you want to win the mid fights, the mid late game fights by having a bigger item advantage over everyone else. And if you're even items to them, you're not going to win the fight. And that's what I mean. Right now, you have 3.5 items, like so does Samira. A lot of people in the game do. But because you're not ahead, you're not accelerated on this champion by farming with levels or items, you end up getting killed with everyone else. So, does your loss make sense as to why this game was this looks so difficult the entire game?
Yeah, I'm trying to fight everything when I have no business doing it, and not just stacking gold and an item advantage.
Cool. And then from the game you won, what's the big takeaway that's gonna help you secure games in your snowballing in your head?
Kill Drake on spawn if I can.
Cool. Killing that Drake on spawn, perfect. That gets you closer to Soul, forces them to fight. And the last thing is communicate. You do an okay job communicating. I would say you have like a C or a B score. Like it's not that bad. It's passing. But you could definitely make that perfect communication by again what you want to do, who you need, and direct them by danger pinging, sys pinging, on the way pinging. Communicate the danger. So your teammates, you want them on the Baron, Baron, who you need, danger ping. You want the Dragon, Dragon, who you need, danger ping.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions for me?
I mean, I think you covered most of it. Is Mundo like, in your opinion, a champion I could just stick on? I mean, I pretty much only play Mundo or sometimes Nocturne or like Lethality Jarvan, but definitely the bulk of my games are on Mundo. I know you typically recommend just stick with one champion regardless. So like usually I lock it in regardless of like what the matchup is. I just ban Gwen and I pick Mundo.
Yeah, Mundo's fine. There's nothing wrong with this champion. Windows Mundo kind of gets capped as you get towards, say, like Masters, like Diamond Masters. There's a large how do I say this? Like pretty much going from like you pretty much need to go from like a good Mundo past a great Mundo and straight to like a perfect Mundo player if you want to climb through Masters, GM to Chal. So what I mean by perfect Mundo player is like you're never taking bad fights ever. You're always landing your Qs. You're always using your W correctly. You're always taking only good fights for yourself. You are always on your camps on spawn. You always know what objectives to take. Your accuracy on decisions needs to be near perfect, and that's how you make it from like high diamond Masters to the next level. But for getting you to like diamond, Windows completely fine.
Yeah, I mean I'm like basically a boomer. I've been playing this game since beta, sadly, and so I I would be happy with Masters considering the time investment I put in, but I don't think these old hands are getting much further than that.
Sure. Yeah. Take Masters. Mundo will do you justice on that. So
Okay, okay.
cool. And the last
Cool.
one here was you communicate more, communicate properly by addressing. A lot of people get one of these correct. A lot of people get, oh, let's do this objective together, don't address the danger. A lot of people get the danger correct, not what they want to do. And a lot of people do all three of these things. They just do it too late. You need to do it early. You need to do a minute in advance so they're not caught in the moment. Oh, I need to change up my decision. I need to change up my plan.
Okay.
Alrighty, do you have any other questions for me?
No, I appreciate you taking the time.
Awesome, man. Best of luck on your climb, and I'll see you around. Take care.
All right, thanks. Peace.
Peace, peace. All right, guys, that was some Platinum 2 Mundo coaching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. And again, if you want coaching, right now we have a sale on the Jungle Kingdom platform. You get first 2 months half off. And in the platform, guys, we do daily coaching, daily group coaching. There's guides, courses, and other things that I'm working on. A lot of other things. So I highly recommend you take a look at that. Anyway, I'll see you guys around. Take care. Peace, peace. Hello, chat. So what about Owner's Mundo? Owner's first time Mundo. Really good coaching. Thank you. Thank you. How do you approach the problem of a fed enemy top laner? Can we still spam top to bot? You can still go top to bot lane. You just have to fight with your bot lane to shut down their top laner. So what I tend to see is, let's say the enemy top laner is very fed. what a lot of people will do is they will go and fight the enemy top laner without their teammates. So what I mean by this is your bot lane is fed and their top lane is fed. If you fight a fight without your bot lane, you're going to lose. But if you fight that same fight with your bot lane, you will have a much higher chance of winning. So that's what people normally do wrong. So look at yourself and see, did I fight their top laner with my fed teammates? And most of the time you'll see that you didn't, or if you did fight with them, it's bad conditions. You don't have ultimate, you don't have flash, your teammates don't have ultimate, your teammates are low, your teammates need recall. I'm gonna use Russian chat, I'll be right back. All right, chat. We are back. Let's play one game and then we'll do a concept video. What do we want to play right now? Briar? Well, I don't know about that Briar. Maybe we'll do Jax again. Actually, I kind of want to finish the Diana video. We have Viego coming up soon too, actually. Honestly, we could just redo the Diana video. Because I kind of fucking don't know where the intro video is. Yeah, let's redo the Diana video. How do we peak? Yeah, we're gonna do a Diana video. I need the vapor that inhaler. It's in my water bottle, bro. Warwick? Nah, no Warwick for me. I'm not a Warwick player, to be honest. Excited for Viego buffs? I actually am very excited for Viego buffs. How's Briar high shield at the moment? Not great. I would not recommend. Not recommend Briar right now, guys. And for Hyla specifically. Not a really amazing champion. I mean, Emerald's fine. Is it looking about challenger player? I don't think he's consistently challenger is the problem. Emerald is fine. Actual low elo slumper, it's statue. Yeah, it's low elo. Nunu is gonna be Nunu is broken in every single elo. I'm gonna be focusing on Viego soon. Hey, can you do this patch? Not like if you're low elo, not amazing. If you're high elo, better.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Minions have spawned.
I don't want to hear any more holiday music.
Hey guys, it's Perry. Today we're playing Diana. Diana has a really broken build right now. It's the Dusk and Dawn, Riftmaker, Liandry's, Zonya's, Rabadon's. I'm going to be showing you guys how to dominate with this build. It's very, very broken. If you want this build guide for yourself, it's in my Discord along with all the other champion guides I have there for free. Just join the Discord down below. But let's talk about the runes real quick. So the runes are Conquer, Triumph, Alacrity, Last Stand, Cosmic, and then Boots, and then you know the rest. You got the attack speed, adaptive, and HP scaling. Okay, so very standard runes, nothing too special, nothing too crazy. You guys know the drill. Let's focus on the game now itself. We're doing a Raptors start. Now, why is the Raptor start so important on Diana? It's because if we do a Raptor start, we will be able to get a Blasting Wand and a Dark Seal on our first recall. So we want this Blasting Wand here and that Dark Seal. And if we do a Raptor start, we will be able to get these two items as long as you get one Crab and then your Raptors and then your Krugs afterwards. So we're going to sequence down towards the bot side and return to the Raptors and then the Krugs. And then boom, we're going to get our item just like that. And that's really good for the Dusk and Dawn because if you look at the components here, Dusk and Dawn has the Blasting Wand. That's the only real good valuable component on an AP jungler like Diana. So we want to make sure that we grab that. We're not going to use our Q here. We're going to kill this with our passive and our auto attacks. Diana's clear is very fast because of her passive. You guys must know that's why she's fast. Okay, we're playing against a Rengar. Right now, Rengar is not really in a great spot because his invades aren't going to be as strong anymore. I'm full HP while I'm clearing. I feel great. Rengar was good when you could power invade, and nowadays you can't. So as long as we get our full clear off, I'm happy. I'm going to keep trying to ping my bot lane, let them know to be careful of the enemy jungler. I don't want them dying and my bot lane getting really sad. So I'm just, you know, very light pings. They're going to go drop a ward now. Beautiful. We're going to go grab this crab here. And then again, I'm going to run to this top crab. Let's look at this guy's HP bar. He seems to be like relatively full HP. He has a little shield. We're not going to really be able to kill him. But what I can do is I can stop his recall here and be a bit of a nuisance. That's his flash immediately. I don't care. I'm going to hold this guy's wave. If the Rengar fights me, I have my Swain. So I'm willing to kind of check this out here. See if this crab is up. The crab just got taken by Rengar. Completely fine. I'm happy. And Malzahar has no flash. So I am very, very happy with that outcome. Malzahar has no flash. We see Rengar go into the top crab. And then we're going to finish our camps. Okay. Very solid game. If you can get yourself into positions like this, you're going to be very happy. Try to do this as frequently as you can so you can win your games. Now, my top laner is pushing a wave outward into their top laner. And that means that the enemy jungler has an opportunity to maybe gank him. But I'm going to go ahead and play for myself. I could counter gank top lane here potentially. But I'm going to show you guys how to play a nice little standard game by the Blasting Wand, by the Dark Seal. I'm going to ask him to try to drop a ward here. Okay, and you'll see his Raptors are coming up. Okay, so because his Raptors are coming up, which way did the enemy jungler path? Did they path upward or did they path down? And you'll kind of understand once you get a little, like, better here. You see, he has a blue buff, and he has 32 CS. So that means that this jungler path upwards, right? That's 36 CS now, which I already have, because I already cleared my camps. And now he's on 36 CS. So he's clearing up and I'm clearing down. And why is this so important? It's important because I now know where Rengar is, so I can danger ping him right there. And after I clear my Gromp, I have an opportunity to go for this dragon because I know exactly where their jungler is. Let's ping him again. Let's let him know he's right there. And let's go ahead and let's do the Gromp. And let's go ahead and on the way ping here if we can. Danger ping, danger ping. You see the Rengar. It's completely spotted. And now we can on the way ping here. And I could use 2 of my smites. And he has 40 CS. We did the exact same thing. Because he has only 40 CS, that means he skipped 1 camp. Which camp did he skip, guys? He skipped his Gromp. Okay, so we know right now what is he doing. He's going to do his Gromp. After he does his Gromp, he has 2 options. What are those 2 options? Think for a sec. Pause if you need to. Those 2 options are recall and go towards the bot side. Or it's gank top lane or invade my top camps. So I'm going to ping again. And I'm going to let this guy know to be careful. And boom, there he is. There's that Rengar. We're tracking him perfectly. Okay, so after Rengar does this, if he doesn't go for my camps, where will he go? He will recall. Okay, so we see him recalling. And then where's he going to go after that? He's going to recall and then do what? Where is he going? He will recall and he will always go to his bot camps because that's the only side of the map where his camps are up. Okay, I'm going to use my W. This guy's ghosting. He's ulting me here. He has no flash. Okay, I should just be fine. So he ghosted and ulted. Okay, now the Rengar, I don't need to be afraid. Sometimes it's like, okay, I'm scared the enemy jungler is going to invade me. I don't need to be afraid. Why? Because I know exactly where he is, and he is right here. Okay, so Malzahar has no ulti. I'm going to keep farming. And I'm happy to use my smite here just to make my camp speed a little quicker. Hit the shield. And there's Rengar. Boom. And Swain has flash if he needs to use it. He might be fine though. So the Rengar is going to trade his life to kill the enemy there. Now I'm just going to use this time while he trades his life, not to invade, but to just farm my camps. And the game is really good. A lot of you guys might feel pressured. A lot of you guys might want to invade. I'll teach you guys this rule in League of Legends, and it's called delayed gratification. A lot of you guys know about it. In League, you are not supposed to reward yourself immediately for good plays. The reward comes later on. So the Rengar is still stronger than me even though he died. And even though I'm up a little bit of CS, he is still stronger than me. The point in time where he won't be stronger than me is when I get my item. So I'm delaying when I'm going to invade, when I'm going to fight, all the good things until later on in the game. Ball lane wins, which is great. Rengar shows up again. And at this point of the game, the Rengar seems to just be running around the map like a lunatic, losing the game for himself. So I'm going to kind of use this to my advantage here while he runs around and looks for this. I'm going to ward here. I'm going to on the way ping here. I'm not going to use my W because if Rengar comes, I want to use it on him. I'm going to on the way ping here. Now, I don't see Rengar coming up just yet. But what I can do is pressure their mid laner here. Because again, their mid laner has no flash from earlier. And he has no ghost. So I can go here. I can ult him away from my Swain. And this guy has no flash. Boom, we take this kill as well. And again, that's the delayed reward that we're getting. We're playing nice and slowly. We're farming our camps. We're relaxing. We're not forcing plays here. And again, we killed the enemy Rengar. We killed the enemy Swain. We're very happy. Do you pull the Void Grubs here? The answer is quite simply no. Absolutely not. We need to go back and we need to farm and we need to recall. We haven't spent our gold yet, so we need to spend that gold and frickin' recall. Okay, so until I've spent my gold, I'm not looking for any plays. If they get the grubs, they get the grubs. If Rengar goes straight to here, I will play for this dragon, play for his raptors, and I'm happy. Okay, so take your small wins and be very happy with the small wins that you get in any League of Legends game that you play. Okay, so now we're going to get the Dusk and Dawn, and then we're going to go for a little Riftmaker. Against their comp, we could just buy this. So I'm thinking against their comp, do I want plated steel caps or more treads? Honestly speaking, I'm kind of thinking about it. Plated. I think plated steel caps is the way to go, so I will take the plated there. Yo, Zongs, thank you for the prime for 2 months, man. Appreciate it. Okay, so we're farming all of our camps. Rengar's in the top side. He's doing the Void Grubs. Give him the Void Grubs, bro. Void Grubs in this new season are not worth as much as the dragons. We cleanly take all of those camps there. Then we're going to go invade him. After we invade him, we're going to go for this this dragon. And then also we're going to go for this Crux. So my jungle pet is complete. Very powerful, very OP. I'm going to go invade his Krugs. When your jungle pet is complete, you get a fuck ton of move speed in the jungle and the river. So if you saw there, I sort of just look like I'm moving quicker. That's the reason. Okay, I'm not going to worry about this too much. I don't want to spend too much time here in the bot side. I want to go ahead and take the dragon and then go play into my top camps. Okay, I want to go play up here. So now let's look at Malzahar. Malzahar has his item. He is pretty strong. So we have to be a little bit respectful of their Mals. Diving a Nyla and a Sona is not that welcoming. Not that nice for me to do. You can try to ask him to ward our Raptors. But I'm not going to dive their Sona and the Nyla because they have all their conditions. Sona has exhaust. Not easy for me to do. Not easy for me to accomplish. I'm trying to ping on the way, ping for assistance here.
The Aurora is enough.
I was trying to guess where he was. Oh, this guy's fucking dead. He's caught out here. Boom, take this kill, and then we see Rengar in the bot side. So with Rengar being here, I am up 3 levels on him. And again, this is where my advantage comes in. Even if they do this to me, I'm very tanky here. And if they focus on the Swain, it's great. We're going to save our E. Boom. We get the kills. We get ourselves further and further ahead, and we immediately recall. Why do we recall? We're playing for our tempo. We're playing for gold. And then we redeploy on the map. We play for our strength. And now what do? So here is what we do. Okay. So his Raptors are respawning right here. My Swain's going to be recalled. What I'm going to go do is I'm going to go straight to his Raptors. And I'm going to show you guys now is when I will take my advantage and I'll use it to win the game. Okay, so now that I'm this fed, I will go invade him right away. And if Rengar comes to face check, which he might. Let's see. Does Rengar want his camps? Nope. Okay, he doesn't come, but I'm behind the enemy Malzahar now. And Malzahar has no flash, but because I'm behind him, I can pressure him and kill this guy. And then if Rengar is in my top side, great, I will kill you too. Take this kill, beautiful. And what you saw there was I put myself in a positional advantage, I got an extra camp, and if Rengar was there, I'd kill Rengar as well. Okay, and some of you guys might be wondering, like, how is it possible for me to be up this much levels? How is it possible that I'm this fed in this game? What did Rengar really do that was that bad? What he did that was that bad, guys? Was he didn't farm his camps on spawn. He was not clearing his camps efficiently. Okay, so because he wasn't clearing efficiently, he kept ganking, he kept fighting, he kept doing things. While I farmed efficiently, he started losing the game. Okay, I'm going to look for his Gromp here. Look for any camps. No camps, that's fine. Maybe I could look for this guy. Nope, I'm just going to do the crab then. So I wanted to stay in the top side so I could do the crab. And I'm going to stay here for 15 seconds and do his blue buff to deny him this as well.
Truth be told, the Aurora's colors suit me.
Now we have to be somewhat careful. I'm going to check the Gromp, check the wolves, make sure they're not up. I have to be somewhat careful of their Garen. Their Garen is relatively strong in this game. Have to also be careful of that Malzahar. At this point, Rengar's probably here. Okay, I have no E, but I have a lot of tanky stats here. I don't think I should ever die. My Swain has a spell here. Nope. I will make sure that the Sona can't go through, but what I'm looking to do is play for the next Herald, and then we need to think, guys, hold tab, what's next? Dragon Radar. So this is what I'm going to call the Dragon Radar. Every time a few minutes pass by in a game, the dragon is spawning. Okay, so you just cannot forget this feeling. Every time a few minutes pass in a League of Legends game, the next Drake will spawn. So, because the next dragon is spawning, I need to be on the map, ready to play for it. And the way I'm going to do that is just, check tab, hold tab. Okay, shit, it's coming up in 40 seconds. How much time do I have to do something? I can farm Wolves, Gromp, and Blue, and then boom, play for this dragon nice and easily. Okay, the Dragon Radar is so important. It's gonna win you games because you're gonna be disciplined around Drakes. A lot of people in their games, they're not disciplined around the dragons. Okay, they get too sloppy. They forget the next dragon's up. They die in one fight. Then it's like, ah, shoot, I died. Now I lost the Drake. Boo-hoo. The Drakes are how you close games out correctly. Okay, let's farm this. Kill this here. Go for the dragon. And now Rengar might be clearing my top camps. That's fine. If you stand right in this wall right here, you can eat over nicely. So my teammates might fight the enemies here, so I want to go make sure that if we fight them, we're going to win. This guy's walking up a little too far. So why is it possible that I'm able to catch him here? It's because I literally get bonus move speed just by being a jungler. I don't even have the blue pet, but I literally just get bonus move speed just because I'm a jungler. Okay, so in this position, what I want to do is they're applying pressure mid lane, and my Swain is there too. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put my Herald bot lane, and I'm going to go ahead and break this turret. And I'm going to smash this Herald straight into their turret and get some more plates. Boom. More gold for me. And that extra gold is going to help me get to my next item, which is my Landry's. Okay, after we invade here, what are we going to do? We're going to simply recall and return to our camps and then Dragon Radar. Dragon Radar. Okay, Dragon's coming up. How long? 3 minutes and 40 seconds. A little bit has passed. Okay, because a little bit has passed, the next dragon's coming up, so I gotta consider the next dragon. This Garen might play a little hard here. If the Garen plays hard, I want to fight him. I want to gank. If he recalls in this bush, I want to play. Okay, my Renekton does not have his ulti, but we can still kill him here, and then we're gonna clear our camps. So because I'm so fed, I'm allowed to defend my teammate. Also, the Garen just played that kind of poorly. He ult in instead of trying to run. If their Rengar decides to fight me, I will win. But I'm going to sit in this bush anyway to make sure he doesn't steal it. I don't want him to be a thief here. And right now, all we're doing is looking for our next completed item. Once we have that completed item, we're going to be really fed. We're going to look for this dragon. We're going to close out this game. Rengar is pushing in the top lane. Because we saw him pushing in the top lane, we know his raptors are not going to be taken. So I want to re-invade his raptors. What I could do is I could take all my camps first, and then re-invade his raptors. And that way, I get to clear both my camps and his camps in a nice little sequence. We'll one-shot this crab on the way. And then boom, go straight for his raptors. Oh, speaking of, you can actually just kill him instead. I am way too tanky for you guys. And they all die here. Beautiful. And then now what we should do is play for this Baron. So instead of invading his Krugs, what do this Krugs do for me? Krugs gives me gold and EXP. Okay, but I already have enough gold for my item. So instead of staying on the map here, I'm going to take that gold, spend it, and then just go play for the Baron. And they're all dead. So because they're all dead, if I take these cones and get my teammates to come, so I want to danger ping, assist ping, assist ping, assist ping, on the way ping. Now look at them. They listen. They finished what they were doing, which was breaking the mid turret, and then they listen and they want to come. So again, it's like the little corner there that allows you to E over the wall. Okay, they're fighting. We need to try to trade here if we can. Okay, it's fine. We got caught. I messed my E up there, though. I need to be careful. Can one-shot this guy. Once we kill this Renekton or Rengar, we can go for the Baron. Just come to the Baron. See? Danger ping them, on the way ping them, let them know, let's go to the Baron. If you give them the option to play for the objective, they will listen to you. This guy, he's inting, but I got at least half my teammates to come with me. This Baron is ours. What you guys aren't doing when you're pinging is you aren't telling them what to do instead of inting. What I see a lot of the time is people will like ping, 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 but they're not telling them to, oh, instead of going to siege the mid tier 3 turret, let's recall and let's play for the next objective. So a lot of times you guys just like, stop playing, stop fighting, no, 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 careful. What you need to do is tell them, careful, let's go play for the Baron. Let's go play for whatever. Okay, we're gonna finish this here. Let's go for this dragon now. And now my Renekton has teleport, if you see that. And their Malzahar actually does not have teleport. So the only thing they can do is try to steal this with Rengar. But right now you see two people mid lane, one person up there. I don't think Rengar is ulted just yet. So boom, we're gonna take this objective. Right now, empty lane theory. There's 2 people in the mid lane area, and then there's 1 person. Well, he's coming now, so we could give him the wave. But I'm just gonna take it anyway because he's too late. He's too far. He took too long, so it's my wave. But this is what the empty lane theory is supposed to be if my teammates didn't, if my Swain didn't come. Okay, and then now that Swain is here, I need to pretty much try to find where the enemies are. I need to find who's not safe. The person who's not safe right now is probably the Swain, because the Garen is the strong guy. So I'm gonna work with my Swain here, because Garen is the one who's strong. And we're gonna try to kill this Garen. Just like that. And now my Swain is okay to siege. So I'm gonna join this guy and make sure that this guy can siege. So we're just playing defense here. Playing guard the teammate who needs help. Okay, I'm gonna look for a little chunk if I can. I wanna get their HP bar. I'm not trying to kill anyone here. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. Just chunk them and create space. Chunking them and creating space makes it so my teammates can hit the turrets. These guys are all just dead here. What can they do? We have a fucking whole ass Ocean Soul. And that's how you cleanly end games on Diana. You saw Diana's strength. You guys learned a few key concepts. I'll see you guys in the next Diana game. Alright. Diana's OP. Change my mind. You can't. How's Diana getting nerfed? Yeah, it's crazy. Yo, Steakfist37 with the primer. Thank you for the prime. What rank was this enemy jungler? Was it a Volley, Diana, or Gwen? That was all great. That was art? Yeah, that was actually art. That's a beautiful game. Why did you make it look so easy? I followed the concepts that I explained, guys. Why can't I right-click his fucking name? Why can't I right-click anyone's fucking name? Hello? Okay, sure. We need one more Diana game to finish off. Remove from party? Jesus. Thought we had a new client, right? What's up with that? Bear game? No, I'm gonna do one more Diana game. He's Emerald 1. The Twitter media guys are great. Yo, Steakfist, bro. The guides are also in the Discord server, so take a look at that. Join that, and you get that there as well. But I'm glad you're enjoying the Twitter mini guides. You think that blue pet is still worth using? Yeah, absolutely. Blue pet is still great. Blue pet is still amazing. You absolutely want blue pet. Just some champions can take other pets now because there are better options, essentially. Depending on the champion. Like some champions want blue pet and the extra boost speed. Some people want red pet, etc. Where can I find the mini guides on Discord? So on Discord, if you look at the top, it should literally say Jungle Champion Guides. Now maybe I need to set this up as like a pin thing. Hold on. But that's where you find it. I might need to change this here. Am I not in queue? Hello? Hello? I'm in game? I'm in a ranked game? How am I in a ranked game? Huh? What the hell? Just restart your client? I'm doing that, bro. I'm doing that. But like, what the fuck? I thought Riot fixed that shit, man. And the client didn't work. I had to restart client every game? Can Jennifer play late game or strictly a snowball champion? He can play late game, mid late game. Chat, the client's still not working. I need to get this video in. Hello, Riot. Okay, so the client's dead now. Feeling that they're under dynamics. Actually, I literally have you seen Shyvana rework? I have. I can't wait to play Shyvana. It's gonna be so fun. How often are you making mini guides, Perry? I'll check them out. I'll check them all out to for it to being available. Those mini guides are gonna be out like always. Like I'm always gonna have them like somewhat updated too. Who's the you personally play and enjoy having the most fun with? Viego, always. So when Viego comes out, that's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be absolutely amazing. When the Viego skin comes out, and Viego buffs, I'm gonna be playing the shit. You already know I'm gonna play the shit out of Viego. Hey Perry, what's the method to get? Wait. Hey Perry, what is the method of getting women online? What is the most efficient way of pathing into her heart? Okay, so first you want to clear top down, then you want to focus on objectives. If you get the objectives down correctly, then like at least your goals are aligned and like she'll know that you're like a centered person. And if you path to bot lane, it means that you're trying to support her. And then like yeah, make sure to never skip. Okay, enough. Also, for women, you want to camp the bush. That's good. Yep, Barry, I play Yi, and he's weak right now. Should I set that down for easy wins? Yeah, if you want to. What's an alternate to call if I need to pick AP jungle? Diana. I can't wait to play Viego, guys. Fucking can't wait. Alright, all my YouTube viewers on YouTube live right now. Do you guys want me to keep streaming on YouTube? It's a genuine question for you guys. Better to tell the online girl that your ex has never touched your hair. Brooksick. You know too much, man. I'll switch to YouTube. I'm on Twitch, but I pay for premium YouTube. I prefer to watch on YouTube. Yes, please. It's just too many ads, and I still like to chat here. Okay. Yes. I watch them both, and I say yes. Okay. As long as you guys watch, I mean, like, as long as you guys use it one way or another, like, I'm happy. Hell yeah, keep streaming, my brother. Okay, cool. I'm gonna say stream on Twitch. I know you said you want it on your Discord. Why? I just haven't gone champion, bro. But Sejuani is also not amazing. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be back. Alrighty, chat. Let's take a look. How much for a coach? Coaching. I'm free tomorrow. Coaching. My hourly rate for VOD reviews, just any coaching is 120 an hour. So if you want my one-on-one time, it's more expensive. If you want to be part of my group coaching and whatnot, that's way cheaper. Take a look at the Jungle Kingdom.
Welcome to
Way more affordable.
Summoner's Rift.
You do live reviews? I do both. I don't think Bar's win rate has dropped. You put her in S and Logan Jungle still thinks she's strong. She's still good for higher elo.
The moon shines bright and brings good tidings on this night.
Alright guys, let's jump into our last Diana game here. We're gonna start our Raptors as usual. Nothing crazy. We have a Lee Sin and a Silas. Both of those champions are extremely strong in the early game, and they will want to fight. I'm playing Diana as Stealing Champion. I'm not trying to fight these guys. So this game is like, okay, they're Lee Sin and they're Diana. They're Lee Sin and the Silas. Yo, I'm stuck. Yo! That's awful. their Lee Sin and their Sylas are going to be the early game strength, and then their Veigar and their Sona are going to be scaling pretty hard. So the enemy team is pretty heavy on the AP side because they have a you know, triple AP bot side, and then their Lee Sin and Poppy are the only AD. So this game, buying Mercs and something like a Banshees could be very, 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 very useful. So consider that. Finish this here. But I have to be careful. Again, I don't win fights too hard unless I'm fighting through bot lane. Mid 2v2 is not great, and then top lane is going to be like, okay. Wow, our Nefiri just gets a solo bolo. Great start to the game. Beautiful. But again, I'm still worried about their Lee Sin and their Sylas. Okay, real quick to answer your chat question. What do you think is the best for a coaching to learn such improve, live or VOD review? I would always say VOD reviews are going to be better. Okay, live reviews are a little more fun, but the VOD review is going to be substantially better. You learn way more. Back to the game, guys. You know the drill. Just farming peacefully. Get a show on the side. Hit your camps. Look at lanes.
No sound can hide.
Did not get invaded, which is good. Had to be a little cautious there. Top lane has his wave in. Mid lane has his wave in. Beautiful. This guy's done a little overstay. He might die here. Nope. Don't die. Great. Now we have Ahri, mid lane, chunking the enemy Sylas. Top laner. My Nefiri is like baiting the shit out of Poppy, like rage baiting him. Literally taunting his ass the entire time. Nefiri is actually the man for that. Okay, so it looks like Lee Sin was there. He showed with 20 CS. And my teammate's pinging me, careful. So because I'm up a level here, and I have my Ahri, I can probably take this fight. Okay, and the reason why I want to chunk him there and push him out is because if he's pushed out, I now get to eat by 2 crabs. If he's not pushed out there, then he gets to maybe fight me on this crab. But I'm up a level, and I feel strong because I have my mid lane priority, so I'm willing to fight him there. Okay, let's go crab. I love crabs, by the way. Crab is really freaking tasty. You guys should eat some crab. Try some crab. Lobsters are kind of better though, IMO. Let's go Raptors. Go to our Krugs. The Tyler ones in the bot side. We'll eat them here. And Lee Sin is top lane. Okay. So if Lee Sin is doing this, whoa, 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 they're just griefing. But if Lee Sin is doing this, I'm gonna take the time to invade him. If it's push and pull, like you're gonna do this, okay, I will invade you then in response. Okay, you always need to come up with a little response reaction for the enemies doing silly, stupid plays like this. And now I do not want to dive bot lane. It's a little bit too dangerous. Oh fuck. I kind of need to bring this outward, and I can smite it like this. And then that Lee Sin has a pickaxe. Okay, we can kill this guy here. Kill this guy here too. And we kill everyone. And everyone is dead there because their Lee Sin just like lost their mind. So because their Lee Sin decides to lose his mind there, we end up getting a double kill, triple kill, and the game is super duper free for here. Both Jung filled or what? My top laner decides that he wants to use his brain and type that. So if I was not reformed, and I wasn't a coach, and I wasn't playing League as a living, what I would do is when he types that, I would click their freaking Nexus and run the game down, but I'm reformed. Okay? And also, that was before I cared about getting LP. If you don't care about LP, and someone types this to you, you guys know what to do. You click their Nexus, and you run. That's also why you play with chat off, chat. That's also why you play with chat off. Because you don't want to get frustrated from stupid people typing stuff like that. Pisses you off. Okay? I've done it. I've done my fair share of like, I see the Nexus and I click. Okay? If things like that affect you, like oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing, buddy? Oh my god. Yo, is my Ari AFK?
I don't judge harshly.
Well, he's out. You were too slow. That's fine. That was awesome. Whatever that Lee Sin was doing, that Lee Sin was doing some next level mind games, bro. He's actually being a freaking ninja. Like, it's ninja time, bro. This has too pussy to go in. Nice, he went in. Alright. I'm gonna fake fog downward and then go into the enemy jungle here. My bot lane is winning. My mid laner is winning.
Remember this.
Yeah, and we want to chunk the enemy jungler out. Focus him. Okay, GG. That guy is not having it. Anyway, we want to focus the enemy jungler because jungler mental is super weak. Jungle mental is super weak. Okay, wait, hold on. I will... Oh, this Ahri. This Ahri is so beautiful. Wow. That was beautiful from Ahri. One little auto attack there and to walk away. Never before seen. Always focus jungle. Junglers have the weakest mental most of the time. And if they get invaded, they start spazzing out like they're having a seizure. And they start pinging their teammates, losing their minds. If you can chunk the enemy jungler and make the enemy jungler feel like shit, most of the time you'll just get free wins. Okay, enemy junglers have like by far the worst mental out of like a lot of the rules. I will say they have a lot like the worst mental out of a lot of rules, and it makes sense because they're getting put through literal military training. As a jungler, you're getting put through levels of like. You need to like. It's actually crazy. You're dealing with next level teammates who want to flame you, get mad at you. You're training for something big. It's like a war. Anyway, this guy is not happy. He's taking camps now, taking waves. Poppy says GG. I'm gonna go fight here. Just stay. Don't leave. They're gonna try diving this guy. I missed my Q. Lee Sin misses that. Beautiful. Wow. That is amazing. That is amazing. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and do the grubs. And let's go ahead and progress this game and end the game. I don't think their bot lane's going to FF this game, but if they do, GG. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a free win. I mean, I will say, guys, jungle is by far the easiest role to come back on in the game. So if you get tilted as a jungler, you just don't know how to come back in games. Actually, put simply, if you don't know how to come back in games as a jungler and you get tilted, it's because you suck. Okay, so try to suck a little less if you get tilted as a jungler. Now, if you get tilted as a laner, it's a little more cruel. Because laners don't have much resources. Like, put simply, laners have only get their waves, and only time they can play the game, really, is if the enemy decides to run the game down. If the enemy plays really well, you don't really have many opportunities. But the jungler can be 0-5, and then decide, you know what, I want to go top lane today. And then then my top laner decides, I want to kill myself. And then now their jungler gets a free kill. And then my mid laner is the same thing, and my top laner is the same thing. So jungle actually is the easiest role to come back with in the game. For sure. Alright, we're gonna keep farming here. We want to play for this dragon as well. Now, Lee Sin is definitely in that bush. So I'm danger pinging my Lucian. My Lucian seems somewhat human. There's that Lee Sin kicking him in. I don't know why he doesn't wait. We were fine. We're never gonna die to this guy here. Alright, that's it. Sounds good to me. We kill these guys. I'm gonna go to this dragon. I can never die there. I have my item. I have Merc Shreds. Like, how is he killing me? Take this Drake. Then we get this fruit. We're gonna heal back to full HP. We're gonna try to invade this Lee Sin some more. Let's say this Veigar wants to go bot lane, or someone wants to go bot lane. I'm gonna be here to stop whoever it is. So it's Silas. Let's go here. I'm gonna wait for Silas to show he's gonna comp. Oh, whoa, whoa, it's the Veigar. I thought it was Silas, but if it's Veigar, he's just going to die. So let's just kill him. And they most definitely should FF this game. But I hope you guys get to see how Diana's not necessarily a weak early game jungler. I actually fought off the Lee Sin because I played off my proper conditions. I played off Conquer, I played off lane priority, and I used my combo correctly. Now the Silas is very unlikely will die here. She's gonna ult away. Unless my Ahri landed that.
Winter is indifferent, as am I.
Okay. These guys are just dead. Let's recall, spend our gold, come off the map, redeploy. Honestly, close the game out nicely, or nicely. We could just buy a little Medjais for ourselves. Be a little aggressive. The 10 stack Medjais gives you 10% movement speed. No stat in the game gives you 10% movement speed. The most is... Actually, Phantom Dancer does, but Phantom Dancer's not... You can't really build that on most champions. For example, like a Cosmic Drive gives you 4%. Phantom Dancer is the only item in the game other than... Medjais that gives you that much movement speed. And that much movement speed is a lot. You can do a lot with 10%. Aetherwisp is 4%. Moonplate, the one that builds into Deadman's, 4% as well. Okay, I can come help this guy here. I got exhausted. Need to be a little careful on my issue over here, but I have Merc Treads, so I don't need to be too worried. Okay, that's probably it. I can't do much more here. Let's just leave. Farm. Their Lee Sin's like farming my camps and his own camps too. So their Lee Sin's actually coming back in this game. He has not tapped out just yet. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is play for these plates maybe. But there's Lee Sin. Farming up a bit. Oh my god, I fucked my ulti up. I might actually die here because of that. Never mind. My teammates were coming, so I'm good enough to survive there. Thank goodness for my teammates, and thank God I'm so strong and so fed. Alrighty guys, I think this is an okay game to close off the series. If you guys don't want to see games like this, let me know, but I'm going to include this anyway. If you enjoyed the Diana series with the Diana guide and the build and everything, do me a favor, let me know down in the comments. Any feedback is great. Guys, if you want coaching, again, there is a discount going on right now. Check the Jungle Kingdom down below in the description box for daily coaching, guides, courses, and much more. If you enjoyed the video, please do me a favor, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Let me know what champion you want to see next. Alrighty. That's Diana. We have 3 games for Diana. Sugoi perryjg. I'm not reading all of that. Thank you guys for that. That was awesome. I cannot read all of that though. I'm not wanting to like. No, there's just no way I'm reading that. Real Heartsuck, and like you playing aggro off prio like that kind of opened my eyes. Like not letting that lead play. Yeah, you have to break your game here and there and adapt. It's not boring as hell in Diana. Brother, is winning boring? That's what you need to ask yourself. Do you get bored when you win games? Okay, now the question is, what concept can we do right now? I would really like a die and series. Bro, what are you saying? Bofa concept? Diana's chill as fuck? Yeah, Diana's really chill. Coach Hubs is jungle. Is he playing jungle again? You're coming. Are you done? Gonna keep queuing for the night. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a concept video right now. So I'm gonna explain like how to close games out correctly. Um, I'm gonna explain like one of those key concepts. Um, I'll probably do that one. Unless there's a concept that you guys would like me to kind of do. Do you guys have any suggestions? Anything that you guys want to do? Want to see me do? Do with Palkia? Kha'Zix, no gameplay anymore. Right now it's just gonna be like concepts. Okay, never mind. I'm reading all these right now in my head. The thing is, I play on so many different accounts. I can't really remember if there's a game that I do this well. I'm gonna use this game probably. Alright, give me a second, chat, while I fix this. Whoops. I think I didn't link anything that important. That one is fine to link. Or to leak. I want to try one of my shampoo. I feel like cylinders, some of the objective. Cylinders. Okay, so pinging, that's a good one. Pinging is a good concept to talk about, but I'm going to talk about how to end games properly. Actually, I'm going to talk about the dragon radar. I'm going to talk about how to end games properly, and then going to use the dragon radar. I'm actually going to use my student's VOD here from earlier today, where he killed himself over and over and over again. Was it this one? No, I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this VOD right here. Okay, so I have the VOD ready, and then I have the explanation, and then really quickly. So let me go through some. Yeah, I mean, like videos like this are gonna take some time to prepare because I just need to make sure that everything flows well conceptually. Because in League of Legends, there's a lot of concepts being thrown around, and it's not very easy to um like not have visual explanations. So yeah. All right. Okay, we're gonna be focusing on how to end games properly. Okay, so we're gonna cover these points right now, chat. Or not right now, but like yeah, in the video. We're gonna cover how what color should this be? It should probably just be white, huh? One, how to progress the map. Honestly, what if I just put that on another notepad? Fuck. What's like a kind of nice way to write that down there? Fuck. I think I just have it on a because the size is too big. Yeah, I mean, is this okay, guys? Chat, would you read this? Would that be chill? Actually, can we do text here? I can't make it bigger though. All right, I got it. Don't worry about it, chat. How to put someone in winning position, Dragon Radar concept, and then objective, turning objectives. Alrighty, cool. So that's gonna be that. Is the size of this good enough? Oh, bitch, that's not good. Okay. So ranks, overlay, camera. I want to upsize all of you guys. Sorry, chat. I'm setting some shit up right now. Give me a little bit. I know some of you guys probably just want to watch me do the video itself, but give me a sec while I prepare this. Does the overlay look fine? I think the overlay looks fine. Okay, good. Alrighty. Dude, I'm gonna take my glasses off for the intro because I don't like having my cam or my glare. I don't like the glare. I need to use contacts. Welcome to League Tips, where in this series you will learn or strengthen your league fundamentals. In today's Welcome to League Tips, where in this series you will learn or strengthen your league fundamentals. In today's video, we'll be focusing on how to actually end games and objective control. What we're going to be covering is how to put yourself in a winning position, how to progress the map, what the Dragon Raider concept actually is, and what it's like to actually turn on objectives. It's very important to understand every single one of these, and I'm going to do a little deep dive into what all of these really mean. To start off, we have the question of how do we put ourselves into a winning position? And all this really means is if you look at a League of Legends game, a League of Legends game lasts anywhere from 25 to, let's say, 30 minutes. Okay, so an average league game is 25 to 30 minutes, and because the league game takes that long, we're always going to be putting ourselves in a position where there's going to be a big team fight. So at 25 minutes into the game, dude, I'm going to tweak because why is the color like that? Oh, you could change the color. God, that tweaked me off there for a second. I need to restart that. Okay, let's restart. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to talk about is how to actually put yourself in a winning position. The first thing you need to know is that games normally last anywhere from 25 to maybe like 34 minutes or more sometimes. What this means is that at these timestamps, in between them, and maybe sometimes even earlier, there's going to be massive team fights. But there will always be like a game-winning, game-breaking team fight at 25 minutes and onwards. Okay, so because of this, you want to be as strong as humanly possible. You want to be at 3 items. You want to be at 4 items. You want to have all of your items ready when that big fight comes online. You also want to be leveled up. You want to be as close to level 16 as you possibly can. Generally speaking, most champions want to be at around level 11, 2 points into their ultimates, and then 13 so they can skill their first 2 big skills. So now you guys know that it's super duper important to play for your items, to play for your levels, because of those massive fights that are going to happen in the mid-late game. And all that really means is when you play your game, throughout the entire setup, it should be gearing towards those big fights that will inevitably happen in 25 minutes and onward. Okay, there's going to be a Baron fight, there's going to be an Elder fight, a Soul fight, a fight in your base, a fight in their base. You need to be as humanly strong as possible. And what this also means is sometimes you will not have the right amount of HP on the map. Let's say you lost all your HP. If you don't have your HP, you don't want to fight. Or let's say you don't have your ultimate. Your ultimate is down. If your ultimate is down, you also don't want to fight. Let's say that you don't have enough mana. Okay, if you have no mana, do not fight. If you do not have your blanking, it's all, oh yeah, sums. And the next thing is if you do not have your sums here, you should not fight. So let's say we have our items. Let's say we're strong. It's 25 minutes to 34 minutes, and there's a big team fight that we want to take. If you are missing some of these conditions here, you should be less inclined to take a massive fight. Otherwise, you're gearing to actually losing the fight. And this applies to your teammates as well. So make sure the fight is good conditions. That's how you put yourself in a winning spot. Damn, this shit's awful. This eraser's awful. Alright, so the next question now... Alright, so the next most important thing now is how do we actually progress the map? And now we're in the winning position. Now we have our items. Now we have our HP. Everything is in check. How do we actually break this turret, or this turret? We've broken these. These are dead. Now I want to play for the next turrets. Well, let me show you guys how this is possible. We're going to bring everyone back here as if we are the ones who are strong, right? We are the ones who are winning. And they're all going to be like this. This guy's going to be here. These two are going to be here. And then the Swain is going to be down here. So the way you actually progress the game in League of Legends is you look for little picks. So we're always looking for little picks in fights. Now, normally to people, what a pick means is a pick is a kill. So your average person thinks that a pick is a kill. And this is not true. What a pick truly means is chunking the enemies out. So do not think picking is killing. Think about picking as chunking the enemies. Now, well, let's say you got the enemy ADC to 50% HP. Now, if they were to defend the turret, you could dive them, you could kill them really easily, and if they try to take a team fight, they're very likely to just lose the fight anyway because they're so low on their HP bar. And let's say you were to bring someone to 25% HP. At 25% HP, they are effectively dead. They cannot team fight, they cannot defend, they cannot do anything, and they are forced to recall. So, effectively killing someone is bringing them to 25% HP or less. And once they have to recall and leave, and once they have to recall or leave, there will then be a window where you could break their turrets and progress the game. This applies to objectives, this applies to invading camps, and this applies to turrets especially. So make sure you guys emphasize chunking is what we're looking to do when we're trying to progress the game. Let's say silly little Sona is looking to get a ward here, and I'm in this bush. Sona goes for a little ward, and she gets chunked. Now, I'm not going to use my ultimate. I'm not going to use my flash. I'm not going to lose HP. I'm going to QEW her as the Diana, and then I'm going to try to do a little more damage, but if I can't, because her teammates show up, I'm going to walk away. And I will never kill myself in this position, and I will never lose my resources or my conditions. And what you guys will do is, oh, I see Sona come here. Oh no, Sona's face checking me. Oh my gosh, because you're face checking me, Sona, now I'm gonna go all in. And then your teammates are nowhere near you because they're clearing waves. And they're trying to break the turrets. And you're over here, 1v4, boom, you die, you give a shutdown, and now you're losing the game. Okay. How do we avoid these positions? Instead of playing for kills, you play for chunks, and those chunks are going to let you play for turrets. Now if you play for the chunk, you walk away. How is Nyla supposed to defend the turret by herself? So Corki and Seraphine will just poke her out. You can come help. They're down a number. Okay, that's how you progress League of Legends games. Erase. There must be a better way to do this. It's fine. Okay. So is this why Curtis ult before committing to objectives? I can't tell that's a genuine question, Jay. I hate you, bro. Alright, so now let's jump into what the Dragon Radar concept is. So if you guys didn't know, Dragon spawns at 5 minutes on the dot. Okay, and every time you kill the Dragon, it spawns 5 minutes after. Let's say Dragon spawns and we kill Drake at 6 minutes and 30 seconds. The next Dragon will spawn at 11 minutes and 30 seconds. Pretty straightforward, right? Thing is, a lot of you guys do not track this properly. A lot of you guys do not prepare yourself for the next Dragon timer. So what the Dragon Radar concept is that every single time the Dragon is dead, every time you make one play or 2 plays, there will be a Dragon coming up within the next 2 minutes. Always. You make a play, especially after that second play, you need to check what is that Dragon timer. Every time you do something, let's say I'm going to go get this chunk, I'm going to go look for a dive, look for a gang, look for a play, the next Dragon is coming. The next Dragon is coming. You need to build this radar concept in your head so you stop throwing games. I'm going to show you guys a student here. One sec. Thank you. All right. All right, guys. So I'm going to show you a recording here of a student. We have Simon, who ended up messing this up pretty badly in his Diana game here. So you can sort of see how fed he is in this game. He is currently 8-1-7. He has 2 items. It is absolutely his game to win right now in this position. Okay, so what happens is he decides that the dragon is coming up in 40 seconds, and he decides to go bot lane and fight, and he looks for a little skirmish here, he looks for a little fight, and he ends up getting himself killed, okay? And he's not aware of this next dragon and when it's spawning. And because he dies, okay, well now guess what? Even though he's so far ahead, the enemy team ends up getting the dragon, and you'll see here in a second, boom, this dragon ends up being theirs. And how is that possible? We're the team who's massively ahead. It's because we're not aware of the dragon. And you'll see the next thing happens in the same way, where it's a minute before the Drake, and we are currently preparing for the dragon, we fight the dragon, we win. This is great. We've won the dragon because we're here, we're prepared, we're ready. When you're ready to fight the dragons, you will likely win when you're ahead because we're strong. Now, the catch is there's one more dragon before we get the soul. And this next dragon here, you can see how we're sieging against the enemies right now with our Baron. But dragon is coming up in a minute. We do not have enough time to correctly siege and do the dragon at the same time, especially in solo queue. So, because this happens, we end up staying, there's a fight, and then now we go for more. We're not pinging our teammates to do the dragon, we're not communicating, we're not walking back ourselves, we're just fighting, and then boom, teammates die, the game gets hard, and now on this dragon, it's a miserable 2v4 on the enemy team. It's an awful position for us now, and that's because we're not applying the dragon radar concept. Okay. Now we understand what the Dragon Raider actually is. What I need you guys to learn next, this is crucial for you guys to learn. Hold on, fuck. I need to redo that one. Alright guys, so now we have the Dragon Raider concept understood. We're going to create a little sub-concept here, which is dragon stacking. Okay? So the sub-concept of Drake stacking... Drake steak. Drake steak. Drake steak. Drake steak. Alright. Anyway. Alright, now you guys understand the concept of what the Dragon Raider is. We're going to talk about a little sub-concept called dragon stacking. Okay, so Drake stack. Now, all that dragon stacking is, it's pretty much following this concept of a dragon spawned 5 minutes after every dragon you kill. So, we're going to map this out. Dragon spawns at 5 minutes. We kill dragon at 5:30. Next dragon spawns at 11. Dude, I'm actually having like a brain aneurysm. And that removed that entire thing. Oh, way. Are you doing this without a script? I am doing this without a script. Anyway, let's continue. Alright guys, now we have the Dragon Raider concept understood. We're going to talk about the Drake stacking concept. This is a really important concept to understand. You guys must learn this now. So, in a normal game, dragon spawns at 5 minutes, and it takes you, let's say, a minute to kill the dragon in the early game. You finish the dragon at 6 minutes. So this is what we're going to call D1. So Dragon 1 is dead at 6 minutes. Now Dragon 2 is going to spawn at 11 minutes, okay? Let's say it takes us 30 seconds to kill the dragon now. Dragon 2 is going to be killed at 11:30. Now Dragon 3 is going to spawn at 16:30 in the game. Let's say it takes us, again, 30 seconds to kill the dragon. Dragon is dead at 17 minutes, and now Dragon 4, which is our soul, is going to spawn at 22 minutes in the game. This is our soul point. Okay? That's going to threaten the shit out of the enemies. Now, what you'll often end up seeing is people do not stack dragons correctly. They end up killing the first dragon really early on, and instead of being on the dragon on spawn right at 11 minutes, they'll end up doing the dragon at 11:30, which then means that the dragon is now killed at 11:30, so this timer is now 12 minutes, because we start the dragon at 11:30, and it takes us 30 seconds, so now we're at 12 minutes. And then that means that the third dragon is now being summoned at 17 minutes. And because it's summoned at 17 minutes, let's say we spend another minute and a half chasing on the map. So now, a minute and a half has passed, and it's 18:30, and it takes 30 seconds to do the dragon. So now we're done at 19 minutes. Now, the dragon spawns at 24 minutes, our soul point. And why is this so damaging to our game? It's because it gives the enemies time to hit their item breakpoints. They're going to get the second item. They're going to get the third item. They're going to get level 11, level 14, level 13. They're going to be strong enough to fight you and actually contest the objective, which is why you guys need to emphasize stacking dragons when you're ahead and you're progressing the game. The faster you kill a dragon, the better. Bing, 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 bing. Delete all that. Alright guys, and for our last concept here, we have turning objectives. So when we are ahead and we are snowballing the game, and when we're properly stacking dragons, being aware of the dragon radar, we will eventually have the enemies come contest us on the dragons. So let's say we're going to fight a dragon here, and they're going to come fight us. What you'll see a lot of the time is that people end up sitting in the pit while their teammates fight the enemies, and we end up losing the fight. How is that possible? We were up 5,000 gold. We were up a full item. We were so strong. It's because the stupid little jungler is doing the dragon instead of helping the team and fighting. If you guys want to win your games, you need to win the objective fight. In League of Legends, it's all about winning fights. It is not about only getting the objectives and only farming for items and only getting EXP. It's the fighting, which is why the first concept is put yourself in a winning position so you can fight them. If you don't fight them, you're not going to win your games. So what I'm doing with the dragon is I'm using the dragon to pull them into us. And when they're here, they're all in a little corridor. I have them trapped in my trap card. Boom! I'm going to flash over the wall here. ER, 3-man, 4-man ulti. Boom! We're going to win the fight because of that. And that's how you win games. But most junglers, especially those low elo players, and I'm talking to you, okay? I'm talking to you. If you're anywhere below like Emerald, looking at you, what you'll end up doing is you'll just hit the dragon, and your teammates are going to stall the enemies, and you're like, oh my gosh, while you stall, I'm going to do the dragon, you do that, I do this, and we're going to win the Drake. And then your entire team gets aced, they're all dead now, and then you get killed too, and it's like, fuck, but at least we got the dragon, right? No, wrong. If you're winning the game, and you're ahead, and you're progressing, you fight with your teammates first, and then you win the dragon anyway, and now you win the fight, you win the objective, no one's mad at you. Great. That's how we actually progress and win games, okay? You're not turning objectives, you're putting yourself in worse positions by doing that. Okay, if you put everything together, if you kill them over and over and over again by forcing them to come fight you on not just the dragon, but also the Baron, eventually, they're going to keep dying, and you're going to be able to break their turrets and be able to end the game. You play for your chunks, and end the game. So from the top, you put yourself in a winning position by getting gold EXP items. You make sure you have your ultimate, your summoners, and your everything ready to fight. When you are looking to progress the map, you're looking for little chunks. When you look for chunks, you can actually break turrets and whatnot. If you can't look for any chunks and there's a big objective coming up, you must make sure you're on the objective and you turn on the objective. Now that you have all these concepts down, the game should open up naturally. The reason why people get freaked out over ending games, they don't understand how it works, they don't understand how it's so easy for better players, is because they're trying to force things that aren't natural. The way to end a League of Legends game is you end it naturally by progressing the game following these concepts. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video and you learned a thing or two about how to actually end games in League of Legends. It's a question that's commonly asked, and if you have more questions on what concepts you want to learn about and in this series called League Tips, please go in the comments, let me know, and I can do more videos on what you guys want to learn. And if you want some more advanced, detailed feedback, personalized for yourself, check out the Jungle Kingdom down below in the description. We're having a sale right now, and you guys will get daily coaching, quizzes, courses, guides, and a lot more, so check that out. Finally, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, peace. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, chat. Did we learn a thing or two, chat? Did we learn a thing or two? Yes? Do you guys feel better equipped on how to fucking end games? Is the new video stream coming tomorrow or Thursday? It might be tomorrow. I'm open tomorrow. I learned I'm still gonna be gold. Well, with that mindset, bro, you're being the victim in your world. Yeah, you're gonna be gold, bro. You gotta have some positivity, and you gotta get out of the victim mindset, bro. The only person who's gonna get you out of gold is yourself, no one else. That's all. That's all I gotta say, bro. Thursday? Okay, damn. Okay, so Viego skins on Thursday. Alright, that's fine. Alright, guys, real quick, my YouTube viewers and my Twitch viewers, if you guys want to ask questions, like there was in that game, or like there was in that concept that we just did, take a look at this form and do me a favor and write down concept, right? Give me your ideas so that I can know what videos to make. Okay. I always sit in my team while my team stalls. I'm talking straight sinners. That's what I'm talking at you, bro. I'm talking at you. Okay, but there's the form link. I'm gonna create a Nightbot command for that real quick. Real quick, my YouTube viewers. Here you guys go. So you guys aren't left in the dust. I love you guys too. Okay, logs. League tips, series questions. For the League tips series. How do you answer how to become a assassin about yourself? Asian jeans, brother. We get Chalice season? Yes, sir. Thanks. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I would love to learn more about items. So that's something you're interested in making a video about. Items, ooh, there is some breakdowns like that. Definitely in the forum, go ahead and write something down in there if you want something specific. But otherwise, guys, that's it. For those of you who don't know, I have 2 extra YouTube channels where I post gameplay and coaching, full coachings. A lot of you guys don't actually know about these channels. You guys should take a look at all the channels if you guys want to get a little bit more. That way you guys, you know, some of you guys might not know this. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today's stream. We got 2 coachings in, 2 solo queue games in, and we did a concept video, which was great. And yeah, last thing, join the Jungle Kingdom if you guys haven't already. Cool. Peace, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your nights. I'm gonna go raid. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go raid. I don't fucking know. We're gonna go raid fucking Pentalus. Alright, go say hi to Pentalus. Hums don't need the viewers, bro. Alright, go say hi to Pentalus. Go show him some love, show him some support. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your evenings, nights. Rest well, guys.